even after prevailing upon the Kenya Aviation Workers Union to postpone the planned strike and give room for dialogue. The Kenyan government is not ready to come clean on what JKIA Adani deal is all about. The Aviation Workers Union, whose members have threatened to down their tools any moment after a meeting by its leadership on Saturday. Ibrahim Karanja now reports.
Tuesday morning at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, and signs of a quickly deteriorating goodwill for an amicable solution to existing challenges were palpable. On one side of the airport, especially at the State Pavilion, a setup was up and ready for a public participation exercise between the Kenya Airports Authority and staff at the airport under the Kenya Aviation Workers Union. On the other side, the workers were taking a direction different from the one heading to the pavilion, but were converging elsewhere near Terminal 1C for an address by the union leadership. Their issue, the secrecy shrouding the proposed takeover of the airport by Adani Group in a public-private partnership of the deal, and an alleged refusal by government to make the deal public.
We wanted genuine, respectful, honest dialogue. That is not what we are getting. Instead, they are pushing through a sham public participation exercise. And I call it sham because in the absence of documentation, for example, proposal Adani, in the absence of that, in the absence of the feasibility study, what is the basis of public participation?
Only Monday, these officials had a meeting with the Cabinet Secretary in charge of Transport, Davis Chirchir. According to them, that meeting hit a snag.
Prepare for a strike action. Today. The mother of all strikes. Yes. Yes. Na musikanyega kwa hiyo kitu ya mkutano ya ukora.
The KAWU Secretary General now says the postponed strike notice is still on and workers could down their tools at any time, and especially after a meeting by its leadership on Saturday. Meanwhile, at a separate meeting with the Ministry of Labour, KOTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli called on unions to consider strikes as their last resort. The same was reiterated by Labour CS Alfred Mutua.
Strikes are, if they are not properly managed, are part of irresponsible, poor negotiators. But the best negotiators, once a strike notice has been issued by the union, you should enter into negotiations immediately.
Ibrahim Karanja, NTV.